أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون والذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون وقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم المرء مع من أحبه. حضرت پیر طریقت رہبر شریعت سیدی و مرشدی حبیبی حضرت ابو الجمال پیر محمد بدر عالم جان صاحب. It is his unresting and passionate and ever moving forward mission and his efforts that has gathered us all here today. That surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him and granted us the opportunity to gather under his flag and remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. During one of the travels of Hazrat Sahib in New Jersey, there was a beautiful conversation about the path of knowledge and love in Islam. And I am not a person who is qualified to speak on this subject, just repeating what I've heard from my Murshid. There was once a man from Persia. He heard that there was going to be a prophet, the last prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that was going to come soon. He did not know where and he did not know when. But in that love, he set out to find that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He left his land. He served different kings. He became a slave, being sold to one person, to another, to another, to another. He came as a slave in Medina to Munawwara. There he heard in the bazaar that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Nabi Akhir Zaman, has arrived. And in his travel, he had gathered knowledge of how to test to see if this truly was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And in those tests, he had heard among several that there is one mahr nabuwat between the shoulder blades of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Salman al-Farsi, and it is a long event, but Salman al-Farsi radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he arrived in the bargah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now he has used his knowledge. He has asked everybody, used all his skills to arrive at that maqam of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But once he has arrived, what does he do? This is what we want to see. And lesson for us is that we use both our knowledge to arrive to a place, but then we use the path of love to succeed in it. That once Salman al-Farsi radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu arrived in the bargah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with adab and respect and love. Shortening the entire story, he wants to see the Muhr Nabuwat, Muhr Risalat in the shoulder blades of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now with adab, he cannot ask the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to reveal it. So he slowly moves behind Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are acts of love. Nobody told him, do this when you go to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nobody said, do it like this, but his heart told him. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam nazar gave him ijazah. And once Rasulullah sallam saw that Salman al-Farsi had moved and this is what he desires, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam lowered his chadar mubarak so that the Muhr Risalat was revealed. Now where did Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala hear that what he should do next, except what his heart told him? Let us think about this moment. When a person who has left his land, sold himself, served many and many just to arrive in the bargah that he has desired. That his heart is aching to see the chehra of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And now he sees that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has revealed the Muhr Nabuwat just for him. Salman al-Farsi, in the act of extreme love, rushes to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and kisses the back of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his own lips. Now this moment is the exemplification, the lesson for us of how to use our knowledge and our love in the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. that we arrive at the bargah of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our knowledge, but from there on we go with love. And verily this is the same lesson that this dargah teaches. This is the same message that Hazrat travels with, that we must keep our intelligence about, but this path is only to be guided with love. And that's Salman al-Farsi radiallahu ta'ala from Persia, not among the Arabs. With that love, he reached the maqam that Ghazwa-e-Khandaq came. Then the kuffar were attacking Medina, and the Sahaba Ikram were digging the Khandaq, the trenches. And the Sahaba were divided up. The Muhajirun were on one side, and the Ansar was on another side. Some Sahaba came, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is the hukum for Salman al-Farsi? Surely he is not from Makkah, and he is not from Medina. The love of Salman al-Farsi radiallahu ta'ala made it such that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that he will be with the Ahlul Bayt. That the walking on the path of love is such, the man who was a non-Arab on that moment was deemed one of the Ahlul Bayt. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to understand the isharat and the love and the teachings of our Shaykh. That truly this is the path. That just like Salman al-Farsi traveled the earth to reach Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and became a Sahabi. After Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's passing from his Zahiri Hayat, people came from all over the world to the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala and became Tabi. And then the Taba Tabi'een, and so on and so forth. So now in 2021, what is for us to do? Where do we go? Surely, hear me this and recognize this, that this is the bargah to come to. That anyone who comes and does bad on his hand becomes Alkhairi. And that is the same chain that the Sahaba were on, same chain that the Tabi'i were on, same chain that the Taba Tabi'in were on. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the same chain Alkhairi are on. Wa akhiru dawana alhamdulillah Rabbil